The last graph is the end-tidal carbon dioxide, EtCO2, and is at 45 millimetres of mercury. So ask yourselves, based on what's normal, based on what we've talked about, what are those numbers doing? And this is the one I'm walking you through. So they're pretty tickety-poo, aren't they? They look really good. This animal is adequately anaesthetised and also has really good blood pressure and all of its monitoring parameters thus far. If I was monitoring this case, I'd say are pretty good. I'm happy to just keep walking along. All right, so your dog is on the table in radiology and definitely adequately anaesthetised prior to taking radiographs. So you've taken the splint off the right fore. Now this splint was placed on the animal's limb by a friend of the owners who happened to be a human nurse. So they splintered the dog's limb when it had the accident or event in the backyard. So you've taken the splint off and you've taken the radiographs of the right forelimb, and now you're flipping the recumbency of the animal. So you're taking from right to left, and you notice that your dog is blinking briskly, the jaw tone is increasing, and you're really concerned it may chew on that endotracheal tube. I want you to think about what has happened with your patient and what are you going to do. That's usually how we approach anaesthesia. What's happening with your patient and what are we going to do about it?